I don't know. Is that how he does it? I don't know. The last American Pickle was the last Seth Rogen movie I saw.
2020 plus plus a Cyberpunk 2020 second edition game, episode 23, The Real, part 1 begins now. You may have remembered we had part 0. Glimo, why would you wait until this moment to play the incredibly loud music and interrupt the intro?
I want to know why you gave the intro a lot more care than you give my intros.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
I give your intros. Listen, I give your intros so much care that I specifically do it in a very special way. This is the standard intro. With your intros, I always add a little bit of spin to it. I do it really depressed like or really fast. James.
Fast and depressed.
Fast and depressed? I don't know that I could do that.
That sounds like an RPG name.
I feel like that's one of those project management things. Pick 2 out of these 3.
Yeah. Welcome to the new AP Gaming Real show, Fast and Depressed.
So you know how it is. We literally have not had a show together for okay. Everybody's just doing it all at once. Get out of your system, guys. Thank you, all of your subscribers. I know I'm complaining, but I appreciate your support. Man, I had an offshoot. I forgot where I was going. All right, so it's been a while since we've had an episode, so I'd say we're probably going to spend 40 to 50 minutes doing intro despite my best efforts. I want to say this. I've been looking into doing a new streaming persona. You know, a lot of these people, they're like, they say really positive stuff or like, stay comfy or, you know, take care of your mental health, drink water, that kind of stuff. I don't know if I can be that guy. You know, my Zoomer persona was actually pretty well received, so I might go in that direction where I'm like one of those, hey, fellow kids. I was also workshopping King Arthur, where I just show up on stream with a crown and like a large... like Night's Watch. No, I don't. I'm not considering streaming in a fursona. Thank you, Grimdarkjames. Jesus. You've changed. You became a CEO and you got weird, man.
I mean, you gotta relieve the stress somehow.
There are a couple other persona type things going out there, but the big one is Zoomer or King Arthur. I don't know, you know. For me, mostly my streaming persona is myself, but slightly funnier and way less wrathful than I normally am. So, you know,
is there a way to like have your camera capture a little bit ahead of time and then do jump cuts automatically for you? You could be like a TikToker.
No, thank you. I'm good.
Have you seen the Striminal meme yet?
No.
So apparently this has come from some claim that someone made that 60% of millennials have admitted to illegally streaming content. And so they've coined this phrase Striminals, you know, people that illegally stream content. And it's led to a whole bunch of very good memes.
Okay.
Illegally stream content.
You wouldn't download a car, would you?
That's right.
You mean like watching movies on like the Flash Player websites?
No, I think it means the Pirate Bay and shit like that.
Yeah, that's right.
All I have to say...
Did the younger generation not do that? Do they not know about torrenting? No,
there was
God.
There was a period of time, Dave, when Netflix had almost all media and pirating really fell off. Like, game DRM in like EA hadn't really picked up steam yet. And we had the golden age of not piracy, and then everybody wanted a little slice of the pie, and the slice of the pie became bigger and bigger, and now we're in the age of the second sailing. So
between that and like Lars Ulrich, the drummer for Metallica, getting FBI backing and hunting down anyone who pirates Metallica songs. Damn.
Never even heard of this, but that sounds like some crazy shit.
You don't remember this?
No.
During the
it's made up.
Like
okay.
Kazaa days.
Kazaa, Napster, bro.
Yeah, Metallica was the people that are like Napster's bad.
No. If you don't know, because if you're not on the Kazaa boat, get off right now.
I've heard of it. It wasn't really a big thing in Canada. I don't think Pirate Bay was big. LimeWire was really big, although it like infected everyone's computers with malware.
Fucking LimeWire was how you made sweet CDs back when I was growing up.
I recently rewatched the remake of The Italian Job, and that movie is really dated by the fact that one of the characters refers to being the guy that invented Napster and having it stolen from him. That's it. Yeah.
They're gonna remake The Italian Job again, and that same guy's just gonna be saying he invented NFTs.
Oh, fuck off! God damn it!
So all I've got, because we've mentioned it on this show before, is that the guys who made AI Dungeon recently were like, you know what? We're no longer going to include content involving minors. So if like a horse is going to kick a kid, the AI is going to flag it and not like it's going to switch the storyline. Turns out 70% of the paying database is in a child porn on AI Dungeon and are basically throwing a massive shit fit and tanking the company in the process. That's fucking insane. That's fucking weird, man.
I was about to make a joke about how AI Dungeon doesn't need any help changing the fucking storyline, but like
that's true.
True.
AI Dungeon not consistent at all. Like Dave was like, "This is the best thing I've ever played," and I was like, "That was not my experience."
You need to pay for the fucking good directors though.
Yeah,
like,
well,
other than that, like
I may be. If I did, I'd be one of the only people left doing it. Apparently.
Can I tell you an equally weird story, Arthur?
You know what, James? Why not? Because stories that hollow me out on the inside and just brittle my faith in humanity are what I'm into these days.
So
remember to drink water.
I used to work many years ago for the Department of Health, looking after security in hospitals. And the hospital network I looked after, we had the name badges that all the staff would wear. And the name badges would usually have like a silver border. And if they had a gold border, it meant you were someone who could go anywhere, like you were security or you were hospital management, that sort of thing. But at the same time, every single staff member that worked at the hospitals had to get a criminal record background check and a safe to work with children check. And if they passed the criminal record check but didn't pass the safe to work with children, they could still get a job. They just couldn't go into areas of the hospital that children were cared for in, and they had a special brown border on their ID, so staff would know if there's someone with a brown border ID pass, they can't go into these, like pediatric care areas. And I shit you not, there's probably about 20% of the hospital staff had that brown border. I have no idea what a safe to work with children background check requires. Like I passed mine, but I don't know what the bar is that they like 20% of the staff failed to meet.
Is that like the equivalent of getting caught pissing outside when you're drunk and then you can't like work?
It could be something like that. I don't know, but it was because they don't tell you what the structures are about. They just you apply for it, and the police say yay or nay. But it was really weird to find that one out.
Oh, can you give me a source on that AI Dungeon thing, Arthur?
It's
like,
everywhere. Just go to the AI Dungeon Reddit, man. It's fucking everywhere. They're in such a you want to have a source for it? Go to subreddit drama. That Reddit, there's a meltdown happening, brother.
Subreddit drama? Is that even a thing?
Yes, it's a subreddit that follows other Reddits that are currently in total meltdown and catastrophe.
Oh, really?
Yes. I need to follow that Reddit. That sounds like an awesome Reddit.
It actually is really awesome. They followed the fall of like every far right thing down to the Donald, and then when the Donald collapsed, they were like, now they all moved to r/conservative. What? They have been watching Rome burn for a long time.
My favorite one on there is Leopards Ate My Face. That was,
I also like self-aware wolves. Yeah.
Holy fuck. That AI dungeon thing is super cursed, Arthur. Holy fuck.
I told you.
Oh man, I know some people that would really like to read this shit, so that's why I just wanted to get sourced.
I just want our Star Trek future, man. People like pedophiles are gonna fuck it up. Find some cool technology, they'll get their weird little fetishes off of it. Holodecks, never in a million years.
I don't know what to tell you guys.
They've had them for 20 years.
I mean, we have VR technology
called the Cave.
Yeah, so, I just...
Well, that place is probably a hive of scum and villainy.
Definitely, but I worked for a research
Mandreport.
lab that had one.
Speaking of
They didn't know what to do with it, but they had one.
Yeah, I finally re-upped my Disney Plus, and I canceled the Netflix, got the Disney Plus, so I watched WandaVision
Falcon.
and Falcon.
Yeah.
Getting ready for Loki. Also getting through Mandalorian season 2.
What is the Falcon show like?
It's good.
It is.
It has an intense moralizing, though. Like, the nature of what is America and how America was born and what government means. Also, it's going to be a buddy cop.
That sounds real interesting. I'm not gonna lie.
It's more interesting, and the character of John Garrett is definitely much different than how he was portrayed in the comics, to my understanding.
Bucky?
No, John Garrett is
U.S. agent.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything else because if I spoil anything, Dave is just going to be like, "You just spoiled it for me, Arthur. Let me add it to the list." And you know what? I'm not going to tell you shit about him. Watch the fucking show, Dave.
When have I ever done this?
That's me
just
doing
now.
you. That's my Dave impression. See, I got you to do it. So
it's true.
Well, my parents watched WandaVision and really enjoyed it, and they said, "Will we enjoy Falcon and the Winter Soldier?" I said, "Oh, don't worry about it. It's real an action show." And then at the end, I'm like, "No, actually, go back and watch it. I think you will enjoy it."
yeah, it's.
So yeah, it surprised me.
I'm about to make a bold statement, but I do not like his final outfit. I just don't. I actually like Garrett's Captain America better.
It's very comic accurate, though. It is that is almost picture like spot for spot comic accurate.
Maybe that doesn't mean I have to like it though. Like,
there's just weird accenting on it, I think.
Just the huge splash of white coloration on it. That's
all of the
good Captain America outfits so far have had a dark blue base.
I mean, not to like, we're not gonna spoil the show, but like the amount of white accents on like the headpiece is kind of throws it off. Yep. If that was just like, if the headpiece was like a little bit more,
it makes his ears
subtle.
look weird.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Just saying, man.
The
contrast. Saying, like,
yeah.
I want to listen. The suit is so good.
Also,
it's so good, but the colors.
Like, I think that's like a theme for that show because the new Captain America, like his ears looked really weird when he first showed up too. He's like, they were like flattened a little bit by the.
Okay, not everybody can be Chris Evans. I get it.
They picked a real good person to be like, I don't even know who that is, but I hate them. Also, what's her name from Seinfeld being in the show?
Oh,
Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Yeah, playing the Countessa.
Yeah, it's good.
Do you guys see the trailer for the Shang-Chi movie?
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know very much about it. Like
me neither, but like, when they announced all these new Marvel like hero or whatever's, I was like, whatever.
No, Shang-Chi is gonna own, man. It's gonna be amazing.
Shang-Chi is just like fucking like high tension wire kung fu Marvel movie. I'm fucking into that shit so hard. Like, whew.
No, here's the thing. What was the guy? Iron Fist, Iron Dragon? Is that who did the Netflix show?
Iron Fist.
Yeah, Iron Fist.
Iron Fist.
The actor literally just showed up to the set without ever practicing any of the action scenes and just phoned it in. And you could tell because all of the other Netflix series were really good, and Iron Fist was fucking not as good.
Yeah, that
just
guy
not
that
as
played
good.
Fucking
And
Daredevil was like he's like. He did like the Keanu Reeves shit of like kung fu stuff. Like he went fucking crazy trying to get ready for that role.
So
it's a damn shame that they canned everything because of how people reacted to the Iron Fist solo stuff. Like,
I don't think that it was Disney and Netflix were having a pissing contest over which streaming platform it was going to be put on.
Yeah, I also think
because I remember it was being like how poorly received Iron Fist was, right?
No, They were launching Disney Plus, and Netflix was like, "Well, these are Netflix series," and Disney was like, "Bye-bye."
I also think the show Legion would have. It was like before its time. If it was a few years later, it would have done way better. I think because it was too weird. It was too weird for everyone. And then fucking Infinity War happens, and they're like, "Okay, weird's okay. Weird's good."
Yeah, but I just liked how like. If you go back and watch all of the, because I don't follow comic book shit or whatever, but if you go back and watch all like the Iron Man movies and some of the Captain America movies, it's like all those insignias of this like evil organization just fucking plastered throughout all of those movies, and I was like, hot damn, they inadvertently made like this like new focused bad guy out of all of this shit. It was good. I don't know. It was brilliant. I like what they did with that stuff. So, anyway,
well, I'm looking forward to Shang-Chi. And then what's after
I
that?
want to
Moon
see
Knight.
Spider-Man and Kung Fu dude go together. Like that'd be.
I think
put me on that fucking movie.
Isn't it like Loki in June, Black Widow in July, and then Shang-Chi after that?
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, we've been waiting. Black Widow was supposed to be first, but
yeah, it was supposed to be out a while
whole
ago.
table's
I am
been flipped.
so not interested into that movie. By the way,
You're missing out. Taskmaster is going to be amazing.
Black Widow was actually supposed to be before Falcon and the Winter Soldier too.
Yes.
Apparently, it's done some of the Sharon Carter plot to get moved around because of it.
I'm just into what's that guy's name from Stranger Things? David something.
Oh yeah,
and
he'll definitely steal the role. That whole movie, like because everything else just seems like okay.
Nah, there's no way they're gonna drop the ball on Taskmaster. He's fucking iconic as shit.
Taskmaster is probably going to be a big player in Phase 4.
Yeah, we'll see.
Did you see that they've added Amelia Clark to the Marvel MCU roster now?
As what?
She's joining. Yeah, she's joining the Secret Wars series. So people are predicting she'll either be the Skrull Queen, Spider Woman, or Invisible Woman.
Oh god, I don't know how to feel about that.
When you say Spider Woman, do you mean Spider Gwen?
The Jessica Drew, the red suit one originally was from the Secret Wars.
Clearly, I have no fucking idea about any of this shit. I know Spider Gwen because she has a cool costume.
The Amazing Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man, Spider Gwen, Spider Pig.
Yeah. The thing is,
Spider Ham.
Spider Ham. My
he's a radioactive.
Peter Porker.
He's a radioactive spider that got. He's a spider that got bitten by a radioactive pig. If I remember correctly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing with like all the new MCU stuff. Like Iron Man, I've heard of. Thor, I've heard of. All these other things I've usually heard of, except for Guardians of the Galaxy. But like the Eternals, Thunderbolt, whatever, Dark Avengers or whatever they want to call that. That stuff, I'm like, no idea.
I didn't know very much about Guardians of the Galaxy. They handled it amazingly. I feel like they're just going to keep knocking it out the park.
Hopefully.
They know exactly what we want.
If they just keep making them fun, like as long as they're fun, as long as they're not serious and just fun, we're good. You can bookend the entire series with a very serious movie. That's fine, but like each movie needs to be like fun, like.
Well, I think they all have like their genres. Like it's all within the MCU, but like this is this superhero and they're kind of more detective-y, and this is this superhero and they're in a squad of aliens, so it's going to be a little bit more sci-fi, a little goofy.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Like I say, I did go and see the new Mortal Kombat movie last night, and it's the first movie in a long time, despite how pretty much mediocre it is, that the whole audience cheered at one point during the film. Mm-hmm. So like they put on a good show.
Yeah. Well, let me ask. I've been told that the movie is cute. Is it a cute movie?
I enjoyed the movie, to be honest.
But was it cute? I don't understand how a Mortal Kombat movie could be cute, and yet
not a word I'd probably use for it. No.
Okay. All right.
Well, they didn't put Johnny Cage in it, so it's cute.
Okay.
So.
No, Johnny Cage is in the next one. They teased it at the very end.
I'd say it has more comedy than action, though. Like it's more of a fun film than it is an action movie.
Does Goro get punched in the balls? Because for me, that was a classic scene.
Well, I'm not going to spoil it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, James,
but also I wanted to know.
I just want to ask real quick. You watched Nobody, yeah? You've seen Nobody.
Yeah.
What did you, without saying anything, because I've got it lined up. I bought a digital ticket for it.
Yep.
What did you think of it?
I did enjoy it. I probably expected something a little bit closer to John Wick because of the fact that it's the same director as John Wick 2 and with a bit more comedy. And I got less comedy than I expected and less action than I expected, but I still enjoyed the movie overall.
Because I was watching a thing about it, and the guy, what's his name, John something, that main actor, he's like a comedian dude.
Bob Odenkirk.
Bob Odenkirk. What I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, but he was like, "Yeah, no, this is the first time that I couldn't be sarcastic when I was in doing a movie," and it was hard for me because he always relies on like the fucking sarcasm to get him.
Well, he's
through
been
scenes
so
and
good
shit.
for like the last 10 years.
Most of the funny stuff is in the trailer. Like the trailer has funny moments, and most of those things are the funny moments in the film. There isn't a lot of comedy in the film, even though that's how the trailer sets it out.
Yeah. Like, cause like 2 days ago, I had a friend of mine, like my basically the person I do my business partnerings with. He this is why I wanted to ask, because he actually had someone burgle his house while he was home. It wasn't as bad as what happened in that movie or whatever, I assume, but basically, it got me to think, like, holy shit, man, like. I don't know, that movie's pretty topical for me right now.
Yeah, so I've had that too a long time ago, but it was once again nothing like what we saw in the film. So
yeah. Well,
I wanted to do short intros. Still managed to go 20 minutes talking about the MCU. Glimo, what's up with you? I deserved every second of this. Yeah.
I don't even know.
You don't know what's up with you? Wow.
Too much going on with work and shit. But in Cyberpunk news, I needed more monitors, and I got this super thin 1080p extra display. It's set up as a travel monitor, so it's got a little built-in case, and
you're not using it right now. Why?
Because I've got all these other monitors here, and I'm really only doing just the one show right now. I'm not trying to bill clients at the same time.
He doesn't even see the code anymore.
Right. I bought it to turn into a digital picture frame, because I had a small space I wanted to put it in, and I liked it so much that I got a second one for actually using as a travel monitor, so that I can have a second display from my laptop if I'm in a hotel room but need to work on code and shit. Or just having a 5th monitor in my setup here.
I was asked, do people still actually put pictures up these days, like photographs?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah,
Really?
my wife does.
We've got.
Yeah.
I was going to say it is a very much. I don't want to bracket it here, but it's very much a woman, especially a wife, thing to keep a shit ton of pictures.
Yeah, you see, like when we got married, my wife and I asked people for like lots of photo frames. We're going to put so many photographs around our house, and what we've got now is a box of unused photo frames, and all our photos on our phones, and it's just like, oh, I want to show you a picture of the kids. I'll just find on my phone. There's a picture of the kids.
And my wife will actually print them out and put them on the wall and stuff. So
when men move in, they put down a chair, a table to put the TV on, and a PlayStation, and they have completed the move-in.
I told my wife the other day that I was a minimalist, and she was like, "What? That doesn't make sense." I was like, "Okay, when you started dating me, how much shit was in my house?" And she was like, "You had one box and it was sealed." I was like, "Yes, I literally moved to another country, and that's all I had, and I didn't unpack it."
What are we looking at here, Glimo?
A Raspberry Pi. It's an older Raspberry Pi that I pulled out of a customer site, and yeah, so I was gonna just turn this into a digital picture frame, and I can pull all my.
Wouldn't it be easy to just buy a digital picture frame though, like an SD slot?
I thought that originally, but most of them are like 4 inches thick, so they wouldn't fit in the space that I wanted to, because we're putting it in a little recess in a wall, and that was what was great about this is it's a 1/4 of an inch thick, so it will.
That doesn't seem right. When
I know it doesn't seem right, but it's the truth if you Google it.
I swear up and down, my dude, that when I worked in electronics in 2008, we were selling digital picture frames that were like this thin, you know,
there are some that, like, some of the old ones are, but the resolution is crap, and you can only upload them with the USB 1.1 cable, and it'll only store 3 photos.
And how do you charge that one, Glimo?
You power it off USB-C.
Okay, so if you got to put it on the wall or in the wall, you got to
you've got to run
a way to power to it. Then
yeah. But I've got an outlet right below it that, you know, and so I've got so I've got to put the Raspberry Pi in there too. Both of them will power off USB, so I just run two lines down to a USB transformer.
So I discovered to my horror this week that, because with my new car, one of the options I opted for was something called the BMW display key, which sounded cool. It's like there's a touchscreen on the key where you can get information about the car or set up your GPS before you get in the car, or precondition the engine. And I never even actually seen it in person. And I thought, the car's going to be here in a couple of weeks, so I'll look up a video on how it works. It's the size of a fucking iPhone 6, the car key.
Jesus.
And what's more, you got to charge it too. So.
Gotta charge your key or you can't start your car.
Oh man, so much convenience.
You gotta jump your car key.
Charge your electric car, but when you gotta charge your key too,
you gotta jump your key by licking a 9-volt battery. And
imagine driving your car and the car key runs out of battery as you're driving the car.
Well, thankfully the car has a charging station in it, but yeah.
I don't know whether I'm just not sentimental or what, but I still have the pictures that my landlord put up in this place to show it.
What James just said is why we don't have flying cars.
Wow.
Because we keep making things way too complicated with keys that you have to plug in.
Hey man,
that's not why we don't
phones
have
in
flying
their
cars, but sure. Physics has us covered there. Physics and material costs, but sure.
Nah, it's the oil companies, man. They just want to keep selling us oil, so got to keep the wheels spinning. You know what I mean?
There was a working hover bike model a decade ago, and they were like, "Well, it's got 2 hours of flight time, and it can only go 15 feet high, and we still haven't sorted out whether it's an aircraft or a car." You know what it's good for? Going across the water during your commute, assuming there are no waves, weather, or accidents.
Yeah, my wife said, "I'll get you a drone for your birthday." I said, "Don't bother, because apparently living 30 miles from an airport puts us in a no-fly zone."
Yeah. The problem is that the flying car market has yet to be regulated by several different competing federal agencies.
They're going the other way as well. People are like, let's build roads under the earth instead.
That's never a good idea. That takes so much more effort.
Elon Musk that.
Incredibly dangerous for anything that's already under there.
Yep. Tell Elon Musk that.
I live in the home of the Big Dig. I am familiar.
Yeah.
I will say one cool thing. Many years ago, I went to visit Stonehenge outside Salisbury in the UK, and they were going through a project there to remove the freeway near Stonehenge and make it underground. So you can stand at Stonehenge and look around and only see the world as it looked, in its time.
Okay. Well, that's interesting and historical.
It's better than making a tiny version.
You mean outside of all the people that are there?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and the
phones.
business center and the car park.
And their selfie sticks.
Seems like a huge waste of time.
But someone is going to make a fucking ton of bank contracting for that. And it's going back into some politician's pocket for sure.
No highway, but 3 dozen drones 24/7, just trying to get cool aerial shots of Stonehenge.
Anything else going on with you, Glimo?
No, not really. Having some plumbing issues.
That's very unfortunate to hear. When I had mine,
So it's always awesome when you suddenly have 300 gallons of water where you didn't expect it to be. But yeah,
It's a big oof.
I was trying to get this package open. It's also got my Miskatonic High issue 11 in the mail today. Issue 12, I think the Kickstarter just started. So, you know, if you like Cthulhu and teenage angst, I highly recommend. Oh, sorry, I got number 10, number 11's in the Kickstarter. It's a fun little set of books if you like that sort of thing. That's all I got going on.
Would not last in the Cthulhu world. I don't know. That's a bitter pill, that one.
Cool alternate covers.
Oh, sick.
Anyway, so that's all I got.
okay. Drumurboy, what do you got?
Just a lot of work. I think I've got many things done since we've all been here last. Did another brand project. The people that I did the NDA project for were happy with my work. So they're like, hey, we're doing an internal rebrand and you're doing our sound design. I'm like, sick. So they're giving me new stuff. Still working on that, the last song on that SNES project because it got put on the back burner again for new stuff. I figured out how to do remote vocal recording via Zoom. So I can take Zoom into my software and process it that way. At least for scratch tracks, like it's not clean enough, I don't think, to be a final product. Because the girl I was doing it with, she just had her phone. But if the other person had like a good setup, that could be legit, just like remote recording.
You could do like the Baby Driver thing where you sequences people's voices into music.
Yeah, basically. I could do that live.
Is there a way that you could like cue the recording somehow on their end and have it like when you finish the recording, like automatically like Dropbox it over to you, and then you have the files and it just replaces the scratch stuff?
Not a quick replacement, I don't think, because it'd have to be the same. Like if you already did the editing beforehand, it'd have to be the exact same length.
That's what I'm saying. It would be like you control the recording start and stop, but it's a local recording on their microphone so that they get the best quality that they can.
Yeah, that's how it works. Like I'm getting their audio from here. There's also another thing that I learned about called audio movers, which is like if you both have a digital audio workstation open, then you can have an audio movers track on your master, and you have zero latency or like very close to zero latency remote control between you. So like if I'm doing beat production and someone else is doing microphone production, like vocal stuff on their end, whenever they have that recorded on their screen, I can just grab it and they can grab my beats. So it's like a two-way. We're working on different DAWs, but we each have like it's like a shared middle ground, basically, where all the files go and they can pull from mine and I can pull from theirs in a very low latency environment. Which
that would work excellent for doing things like
voiceover recording work.
Yeah, like working with like because what I do when I do like vocal recordings with actors,
you probably send them lines, they do it, they send it back, right?
No, I actually sit in there and do directing with them and say like, okay, less angsty or whatever, right? Like, like I give them direction on the specifics, because otherwise they're just shooting in the fucking dark. So having something like that, instead of them being like, okay, I'll send it off to my editor and we'll get it to you tomorrow. It's like, nope, it just poops straight into my whatever I'm working on. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and I think Audio Movers is free. It's a free VST. So as long as you have a DAW on your end, then you're golden. It's really cool technology. That and like, I was talking to the people I was working with about MetaHuman, that Unreal Engine thing, and they were freaking out about it because they're in marketing and branding and stuff. And they've done like some production stuff for like TED conferences. So that's the kind of level they're at. It's interesting stuff. Played Outriders
Yeah.
Solid 6 out of 10.
Yeah. That's how
Holy
I feel
shit!
about
Did
it.
you just slaughter that game?
Not
I
really.
mean,
It's a fun
solid.
game. It's a fun game, but the story is so jank.
Yeah, and then and everything around like the movement and the shooting and stuff is little jank, but the game is fun. Like you get a good 40 hours out of it before you get like tired of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
My biggest issue with the game is like it's got a really cool story conceptually, but it felt like a lot of like post-it notes on a board that they just kind of cut between without any real transition.
Did you finish it?
Yeah. Well, I finished up to like the end game portion where there's like those pods that you can go out and scavenge.
Yeah, that's where I got to as well. I couldn't be fucked grinding out shit for that stuff.
Yeah.
So.
I still might like play it some more, and if you want to do some end game shit, because the high level shit apparently is pretty fun, but I just didn't get there.
You know, they really need to fix their meta in that game because like I picked a class, like I picked the Devastator class, and all like there's a meta in that game where like basically in order to do the missions you need to do it in a part-time. So if you want gold, you have to do it in like 6 minutes, right? So it highly favors team combinations that have super high DPS.
Yeah.
And the only class that doesn't have a mechanic where you can change your a particular stat into weapon damage and apply it to your guns is the class that I'm playing. So whenever a Devastator joins a random group, it just gets booted like that every single time. It's like, nah, fuck off. You're a Devastator. Get the shit out of here.
Yeah.
So as far as I'm concerned, I'm not even going to bother with the end game stuff because of that shit. So
yeah, I might check it out. Like they're apparently planning DLC. So like I'll check it out in the future, but I'm not like chomping at the bit for more of it. It's just...
It was a nice filler, I'll say that.
Yeah, it was a nice filler up until the PoE League started, and then I've been playing the shit out of the new PoE League after the first day of like server shit, because the first day was amazing. It was getting kicked out every 5 minutes into like a multi 10,000 people queue. So just waited until the next day and started playing from there. Got my Toxic Rain build. I'm actually following a build this time, so it's a little bit more fun. I'm not getting absolutely destroyed.
I think is that the one where the daggers explode on the floor?
Not the daggers. That's Blade Blast. Toxic Rain is arrows, and it does like little poison paws that do explosion and damage over time.
I was about to say, it sounds like we're playing the same build.
It's like it's probably the same playstyle. It's just different builds, different mechanics.
Yeah. I'm doing Blade Blast for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. It's fun. Even the new mechanic, the gambling mechanic, like keep going and get all the cool shit, or lose all your...
Dude, that shit is fucking hard. They kick your ass. Like they kick your ass. Like early game shit with the gambling stuff is really tough.
Yeah, it's not that hard though. Like the only one I don't really like is the capture the point ones, because those are like you're getting swarmed by hundreds of enemies. And you have to stand in a circle and like switch between one circle and another to try to... That one I don't like very much, but yeah, just been a lot of gaming. Watched WandaVision, watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Watching Mandalorian. Just got to like halfway through the second season, I guess. I just got to...
Go watch that. I gotta watch that.
We just got Baby Yoda's real name. That's where I'm at.
Is it Baba Ganoush?
No.
Damn it. That was what I was betting on.
No. That's from MXC.
I don't know what's happening.
I think that's it. It's been fucking 3-4 weeks, man. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Yeah.
Dave, what do you got?
Hello. So I had some really good news. Basically 24 hours ago, I released a game on Steam. So the normal process, if you don't know, is when you do like a store page release on Steam, people can wishlist the product, right? Like you can go in, you can wishlist the product, you can follow the product, that sort of stuff. And my publisher was very much like, this is gonna be a good one. I can feel it. I'm like, okay, it's cool. We'll wait and see. So normally when I do a release like in the adult gaming stuff, it's a little higher than when you do like a normal one, right? Because there's a lot more enthusiasm around like a new product, basically. So normally we get like a normal indie game will get like 50 wish lists a day, sort of thing, right? That's pretty normal. You have to be very, very, very special in order to get like the high numbers. So most of the adult games we get like 100 to 200 a day, pretty standard stuff. The release that we had yesterday got over 1,000 on the first day, which is an exceptionally high number. So now I'm waiting till 8 a.m. my time, because that's when the wishlist number counter like updates for the previous day's wishlist counts, because it's not real time. So I have absolutely no idea how effective it is, and I won't know roughly until we get like a week's worth of data on it. But so far, the product is looking quite exceptional. And yeah, I'm hesitantly optimistic, I will say. But we've got a long way to go on that game. We'll be releasing like sometime in November, I think, this year. But still, it's like really, really, really good news. So I'm pretty happy about that. But that's pretty much it. I mean, we got a game on sale now, but that's about it, really. Like nothing new there. So yeah, I'm ready to play, Arthur. Let's do it.
James, nothing big's happened to you since the last real episode, right? No life changes.
Of this show? No, it's fine.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm good. I watched Mortal Kombat. I still watching Snowpiercer, still watching For All Mankind and the strange series Lego Masters. But yeah, other than lots of TV, lots of work, not a very exciting life right now. On Friday this week, I'm playing a game called The Quiet Year, which I had not heard of previously, but from my Numenera group, which finished off our campaign, we're taking a quick break before we start a new campaign by playing a one-shot of The Quiet Year, which, according to the blurb, is part role-playing game, part cartographic poetry.
Yeah, it's like a map making world building game.
Yeah, I decided to go in blind and without any sort of preconceptions on that one.
Okay, well, I won't say anything about it then. So
yeah, and I'm not
Arthur Perkins. I like to leave.
I literally
people...
just didn't spoil things for him
because I wouldn't want to do this. So
Exactly.
We need that to catch on, though.
Other than that, I got my Kickstarter fulfillment this week of the Twilight 2000 redo, which I haven't had a chance to read through yet, but I'll be checking it out shortly.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. You mentioned Twilight. I'm sorry. I need to bring this up. The other day, there was a post going around about some author who gender flipped Twilight. So it was literally a nerdy dude gets hit on by vampire girls and werewolf girl, basically, right? And everyone finally fucking understood what the hell that movie was about, and they understood why so many people like it. Just because this guy released a gender flipped version of Twilight. Absolutely fucking insane. Like, the amount of people are just like, oh, I fucking get it. This is good. This is good shit. It's just...
There's a great YouTube channel where a guy reads aloud bad Twilight fan fiction, but he reads all the spelling and grammar mistakes as they are. Yeah. So it's very funny.
Okay. We have anything else we want to cover?
I want to cover how many leaves are in this tree, Arthur, because I've been here a month. I can count them all for you.
Wow.
You probably name them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Dave is making a bold statement in saying that Twilight is good. That's what's confusing me, but I'm not going to analyze it. Instead, I have the following prepared for you.
Is the gender flipped Twilight a better love story than Twilight?
Probably
You know
exactly
what
the same.
It probably is. I don't know how far I'm willing to go on that statement, but like it definitely sounds like it might be better than the original Twilight based on people's reaction to it.
I don't know the source material either. Like I've never
I watched
engaged
the
in that media.
movies. I watched the movies, but yeah.
I've never even seen the Harry Potter movies. Like,
Oh, the Harry Potter movies get watched here every second day. My wife loves them too much.
Okay. About
well,
this
Harry
shit.
Potter is like Lord of the Rings for the other side.
The other side. I mean,
Yeah,
for kids that grew
No,
up in
like-
the 90s.
Lord of the Rings to men, like Harry Potter is to
I
most
guess.
women, at least in the age group where like that was a super popular.
I feel like
thing.
that's a bold claim, and I would definitely need statistical data to back that one up.
All right, Twitter, tell us what you think.
I'm not using Twitter as a fucking resource for that one.
Yeah, it'll end up as a 50-50 tie because they all do.
Friends. Dante Fierro, a former edge runner and businessman specializing in South America, is set on making it into space and being recognized on the world stage as a major power and megacorporation. Enter our protagonist. Dante hires edge runners on a reputation basis and treats them as non-disposable assets, letting him gain reputation in the underworld, unsurprising given his past as one of them. Our less-than heroes solve problems and acquire merchandise, in between outrunning or at least dealing with the baggage of their past. Proving themselves to be trustworthy, Dante invites them to join him on a secret crusade to reform the world's internet by slaying the dragon that is the Internet Phone Company. Helping to insert an asset on the inside, perhaps a first in corporate history, the party celebrates by taking a vacation to the Philippines while also clearing up some personal problems. Pascal has family out.
Meanwhile, in a tree.
Pascal has family out there, the kind with a capital F, who each belong to their own faction, trying to kill all the others and become king of the hill. Meanwhile, to repay a blood debt to Arasaka, Wolfgang is forced into elaborate corporate espionage scheme centering on ocean resources, a pharma conference, Muslim communist rebels, and a logistics officer. While doing downtime in their hotels at the El Presidente suite, Pascal was summoned to the estate of the reclusive and mysterious head of the Filipino mafia. Refusing to get deeper into the games of the family, Pascal leaves alive but lowered in status. While heading home, the interfactional rebellion of the Elcano spyglasses kicks off as the departing convoy of our heroes and the incoming rebels collide in the jungle outside the family estates. Nearby, in the trees, Wolfgang awaits to make his move. Dave, last time we spoke, you said you didn't remember what was happening in the game. Do you have a fucking clue now? You
Sure,
didn't
man.
listen to any of it.
Drummer,
No, he was busy
Drummer.
looking up a Wikipedia article of the reverse Twilight.
Drummer, you were disappointed as I did that there was no mention there of your feud with Herr Schmidt.
Arnold
Heinz.
Schmid.
That's been resolved. That arc has reached its conclusion.
But it
He
was
didn't,
no,
and he
no-
didn't
there was
go
no
out
less than
there to
important
battle
part.
with Schmid.
No, I left him a nice gift of a cold Salisbury steak and iced ketchup.
Oh my god.
Chilled ketchup on the
Chilled. Yeah.
So,
With a nice note.
I'd like everyone to roll initiative.
And now I'm gonna die.
Okay. We're re-rolling initiative. Okay.
Is this
We
the
didn't roll the first time.
You didn't roll the first time.
No, we got into the game and then Roll20 had a little problem.
Complete poop out.
Oh, God.
Oh, right. Yes, I remember we tried to do this twice. Okay.
There we go.
I have to open my sheet. Man, it's been a while since I've been in here. Hello, Wolfgang. You have 41 floating XP. I should probably spend some of that. Do I need to click my little man? I think I do.
Yeah, I forgot to click my little man first.
Yep.
I also forgot to click my little man.
I did not. That's gonna be my only win of the night though.
Pretty sure I put my Okay, yeah, I'm putting half my level. Okay, so my
Given-
initiative. Oh wait, no, it has the +4 in there already. Okay.
Given how our last vehicle combat went, and I got like death grenaded, I think this one is gonna go about the same.
Okay, so yeah, is adding my +4 there. That's good. Okay, I'm good. Hey, Bishop. Nice high roll I see you have there with your combat ability like me.
That's
High
right.
five.
I'm blissfully unaware, I believe, or maybe not.
What'd you actually roll? A 7. Oh, I rolled higher than you, but you have a higher number.
Aren't you like 1 point away from upping your fighting skill?
Yeah, my combat sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
one IP. So as long as you get any XP today, it's the options on the table.
Okay.
That's why I expect to die. I'm like 1 day from retirement. So
Wolfgang Roth, you have a whole round where you have noticed what's going on and no one else has yet.
Remind me what weaponry I have with me. I have. This is the
Don't
part
ask
that I
me,
forgot.
man. It's
You've
your
got 2
character.
I remember.
You have two
remember I
different
had-
rifles.
Yeah, I remember I had 2 different rifles. I'm pretty sure I have.
One of them is
whatever
Bishop's backup rifle.
Yes. Remember that.
Rifles akimbo from the top
which
of the
is
tree.
an AKR-20 is my backup rifle.
And the other one I have, I think, is my Medtech little Ronin light assault rifle. So, what's the? Okay, is this map to scale?
Yes. You
It's to
can-
A scale. It's not to scale.
Oh shit! I can really get under these dudes, huh? Ooh, do I have?
That's a lot of
I don't have
dudes.
any grenades. Yeah. Okay. Paint me a picture here of the environment. What am I dealing with here?
You
do I have
are
straight
in
shots?
dense jungle form
Okay.
that one
Am I,
might
like-
find alongside a road to the exotic reclusive mansion of the head of the mafia.
Mhm.
Think Pablo Escobar, Narcos. But you're above that. You're actually at the treetop level. You will have a sort of cover bonus against them because you do have to shoot through some trees in the process. However, you have seen these vehicles, so like the party, when they're being approached by this, they're gonna just be like, "Oh, well, there's some SUVs showing up." They have no idea who's inside them. You, however, have a good look at the 4 guys on the hanging to the outside of each of these SUVs and recognize their tattoos immediately. And the fact that they have guns, which would not be visible or as visible from the back of an SUV approaching from the opposite direction.
How fast are they moving?
They are, well, the one at the front is turning and it's moving less than 45 miles an hour.
Okay. Now,
When
the
they
way
were
that this
approaching, they were sticking to like 50 miles an hour, enough to make the guys hanging on the outside kind of uncomfortable with what they were doing. Yeah, I mean they're
Okay,
they're
yeah.
holding on to the top bars of the SUVs and putting their feet in the the step up thing. I don't know what it's called. Car people. will
Running
feel
So
it in.
let me ask you this: shooting a tire. How would you want to handle a vehicle going out of control? Like when they lose control of the car. Like how would
The vehicle chooses the vehicle rolls to see if it goes out of control. I don't know that you can specifically sub-target a tire,
I
but
would give it
definitely when the
same stuff
vehicle
as, like,
starts
a
losing
head.
hit points, things start happening
Okay.
that are bad for it to maintain its control.
Because I have 2 modes that I want to enter here. Canopy sniper. That's pretty easy. I think I could hit pretty good shots from where I'm sitting. The option B is to go Terminator 2 on these dudes and hang onto the back of the car but it's with my legs in reverse, so like instead of
You
like
have a rich
recoil-
tapestry of choices here.
Yeah, okay.
You've only had like a whole month to figure this out.
Please, there's a lot that's happened to me in the last month. Okay, so what is my run speed? I think it's 22. I have 21 run. Does that mean I can go 21 meters?
Yes.
Okay. So I can definitely get there this turn?
It will. I mean, part of that will involve dropping out of the trees because you're pretty high up. You're like 20 meters up as well.
Holy fuck.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
You'll recall that you wanted to run along the treetops of the jungle
Mm-hmm. I did. But 20 meters?
to keep a good view. Yeah, there are trees easily that high.
Okay. Okay. All right then. Well, if I'm 20 meters up,
Somebody's going to be like, Arthur, the jungle trees in the Philippines have a maximum height of 45 feet, which is not 20 meters.
And even if they did,
You're going to do a deep research on this.
Even if they were that tall, they'd be too skinny to hold up a full human man with metal legs.
Hey, remember when we did the airship mission and I researched everything but how are we going to air brake the two aircraft next to each other? And that immediately was the first thing James asked. Holy shit. Don't worry. It's a fantasy role-playing game. It'll all fall apart in the end.
So
but how does he stay in the air with the wings?
Wikipedia says 60 meters.
Ooh, damn. So my trees are short. This is some new growth here.
Yeah, I mean, they would probably, in your defense, Arthur, they would probably keep the roadside trees a little shorter, you know? Just...
Maybe.
According to Wikipedia, the tallest tree in the Philippines is right alongside a highway.
Boom. Look at that.
Arthur,
I don't know how to do arboreal combats. My apologies, friends. It's time for me to study the ways of the pangolin.
Break out your protractors, boys. Time to do some
It's trigonometry time. I actually did that on stream the other day. I was doing convergence angles of guns for a period.
So the only problem I have here is, like, if I miss a shot, I'm very quickly going to be very useless in this combat, right? I'm going to be up in a tree, 20 meters up. Cars are going to be going away, probably within the same turn. So I have to make a decision, and I think the most appropriate decision for me is to try and board a vehicle or something. So I want to ask you this, Arthur. I have the Myomar leggings, which allows me to jump super high. Yeah. Does it allow me to fall super high as well? Like, how would you position
I don't think so.
that?
You'd need triple strength Myomar for that.
Yeah, okay. Calm down. I would allow you to make a athletics, I think is a thing, to like whoosha the tree, like bend the tree down to help slow your, like pole jumping, reverse pole jumping, using the tree to slow your fall before you slam into the top of the SUV and break your legs.
So is there like a so you're saying I have these legs that allow me to rocket myself up into the air, but that's it?
I'm just saying, Dave, this game has very specific rules for how much damage you take when you fall. Okay,
hey man, you took the subclass spring-loaded espionage.
The other thing to recognize is that falling damage will be offset by the armor of your legs and then the hit points of your legs, right? Like, that's probably how it's intended to do it, is that in order for your legs to take damage, they have to take a certain threshold before they even get hurt.
All right, I'll tell you what, Arthur. I will attempt to do the
tree bullshit.
Whoosha landing.
Yeah. Sure. I'll allow it.
Where will you put me if I do the tree
Which,
bullshit?
I mean, you have your choice of 3 fine vehicles. You can tell me which one you want to go to and what location on it.
Front. I wanna plow down into the engine block as hard as I can.
Okay. All right.
I want to stop these vehicles, and then I want Bishop to be like, "Huh, that's a strange sound happening behind us. Allow me to turn my head 180 degrees and look over my shoulder."
Are they in front of us?
Yes.
Like we're driving towards them, and they're blocking the road in front of us.
Yes.
Oh, that's what's happening.
Yep.
All right. So
okay,
I'd like you to make a 20 athletics.
20 athletics.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's just the first of the rolls you'll be making to enact this plan.
So I got 5 athletics. I got 10 body. So hypothetically, if I put 5 luck in, I just don't roll a 1. So mathematically speaking, I should probably put at least 3 luck into it in order to secure the roll. That sounds about right, boys?
I don't know. I don't have a protractor on me, but
gets you pretty close to 1 in 10 chance of failure.
Yeah.
you kick yourself in the face out of a tree.
Let's do the athletics roll.
You land face first on the engine.
On your own leg, your own knife heel.
Wow.
Woo.
Just bringing it in there.
Just.
It's close. You're still getting used to using the knife legs to run along treetops. That you slam into the final tree and you ride it down towards the ground. And these guys are on the outside of the car and they see you coming and you perfectly time it to land on the roof of this thing. I would like you to make an attack roll versus the car for your legs. And you get a -3 to this because it's the second action you're taking.
Roger that, Big Mama.
We're using the slow-mo this early in the episode?
Yeah, man.
There's going to be a lot of slow-mo, I think, coming up.
So I'm making a martial arts kick, right? I'm not just hitting the melee weapon, right?
Sure. Sounds good to me.
Okay.
I mean, your intention was to damage the engine, so...
Okay, let's do that. Now, it's been a while. Do I put the bonus damage? I know I used the weapons, the melee skill, on my martial arts skill as bonus damage, but is that automatically being added here?
I have no idea, man. It's your sheet.
Okay, I'll just put it in. Okay, yeah, that seems about
Okay,
right.
that definitely seems like it's going to hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
And that's armor piercing, by the way.
It says 26 damage.
Oh, it's already there. Okay.
Yeah, in the chest of the car.
Oh yeah, I guess it just did it all on its own. Interesting. Normally you have to roll for the skill and then you have to...
You got the car in the soft underbelly.
Yeah. That's also armor piercing, by the way.
Yeah. I'm accounting for all of that. Okay, so it's got armor piercing. Well, your great news is that it only has an armor rating of 1, so you pierce nothing.
Sick.
It's
an engine block,
what is that?
it's
Carbon
literally
fiber
lead.
or whatever? Like the hood?
Yeah.
It's plastic, but it's dipped in carbon fiber.
No. It's whatever the fiberglass. That's my
It's fiberglass.
Yeah. You slice right through it, right into the engine block.
Just don't get those chips in your skin though.
Yeah, don't breathe this.
Yep.
So it being armor
made out of
piercing
asbestos.
actually hurts you in this case because your damage is going to be reduced by a lot.
Doesn't armor piercing knife not half the damage?
Not a melee weapons. It doesn't have the damage.
All right. Well, then you fucked this car up really badly. It's not totally dead, but I do need you to make a dodge escape roll of some kind because all sorts of high pressure fluids and...
Sorry, AP, just to correct this. I think that the knives don't get halved against soft armors. So hard armors like rigid things like metal gears.
Okay, all right.
Still
then it will
knives.
be half. All right.
I'd say like a car's engine block would still halve a knife.
Okay. All right. So I mean, -1 armor will bring 26 to 25 halved. Or sorry, 1/3. Is it 1/3?
No, it's 1/2.
1/2. Okay. Then you get 13 points of damage on it. Yeah, I'd like you to make a dodge escape to avoid all the high pressure fluids and
This is another type.
It's also for like the shock of your fall and all that stuff.
I mean, I rolled athletics for that. So.
That it was to get there and fall, but yeah. Look, Dave, I'm trying to just make sure you don't snap your fucking foot off in the... Okay, yeah, you're good. All right. So, just to be clear, you're now basically embedded in a car moving 45 miles an hour, and there are a shit ton of dudes with guns looking at you through the front windshield and on the side of it. Yeah. Okay.
Can I now just through the roof?
No, you've already made your attack this round. There's good news for you
Okay.
though. You'll act
Yeah,
before them
alright.
next round.
I'll accept that. That's fine.
All right, so I think the guy in the front seat is just like, "Who the fuck is this?" And flawless Filipino. And everybody else is just like going for their guns. You know, there's a lot of chinking and clicking noises as everybody's getting ready. Bishop, can I have you? I mean, there's almost no way you'll fail this, but can I have you make a awareness notice with your combat?
Sure, I can always roll a.
It's
I
like
can,
our friend over there.
I can always roll a
more
1.
like- it's more like, is that my rifle over there? Oh, it is. I know that rifle. I know that buttstock.
Yeah. Well, you were very close to not making it. For you, Marcus Bishop, you notice Wolfgang Roth swing out of the trees and land on the car with his. Have you guys seen his actual heels before? I know we've implied that they exist, but I don't know that you've actually seen them.
Didn't we see him kick the shit out of?
Yeah, but I don't know if
almost-
you saw the blade in the heel. You definitely watch it happen now, Bishop. He sinks several inches into the engine block. The car immediately starts rattling and everybody's going for their guns. You don't know who it is up here, but the fact that he would jump out of a fucking tree to land on their roof to do this probably means it's not good.
Okay.
Okay. It comes around to your turn. It's the beginning of the round of combat.
So who's driving the car? It's just like a driver, is that right?
It is. So there's a driver and there's like a security guy there just to make sure that you guys make your way safe back to their hotel.
All right. So all I want to do this round is basically get the driver to stop the car so we can get out. I don't want to be in a moving vehicle in a firefight because a moving vehicle is quickly an out of control vehicle.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are about to find out how that works. Yeah. I'm going to need you to make some sort of roll to speak to the driver about it. I don't know whether you just are going to be like, "Stop now, I'm tough,"
Yeah,
or whether it's
exactly.
like, "Hey, man,
Intimidate.
could you stop for a moment?"
No, it's going to be short directive.
haven't- If you haven't noticed, they have a very violent hood ornament right now.
What does intimidate run off? Intimidate runs off cool, does it?
Yes.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah,
maybe.
I'll try intimidate. Persuasion fast talks definitely empathy.
Yeah, it's cool, Will. Yep.
Yeah, it's cool.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I will try and I will try to intimidate them if that's okay.
Yeah, please attempt it.
You want to die, bub?
Okay, so when his turn comes around, he is going to stop the vehicle. The vehicle will not stop immediately. Like,
Yeah, I understand.
it will not stop here. It will continue forward at the deceleration rate of this vehicle, and then he will park the car because you scared him.
I can draw my firearm as part of my action here.
Sure.
So it's just like a van as well.
That's like a long VIP.
Town car?
It's like a Cadillac.
Okay, but it's
Escalade.
not like a van, so I can't get up and move around in the back compartment. I'm still stuck in the middle seat.
Yeah,
between
I mean, you could,
two non-coms.
you know, it's got like an area in the middle for like a champagne bottle and stuff, but yeah, you couldn't stand up. You'd be like hunched over.
Can
Yeah,
you
but I
wrap
can't
roll
move
out the top of it? Like,
The moonroof is only for the driver.
Yeah, that's
oh,
fine.
okay.
As long as I get him to stop in the car and get my firearm out, that's all I want
Okay,
to
you
achieve.
got your firearm out. Wolfgang Roth,
All right.
you realize you're about to be imparted with 45 miles an hour worth of velocity.
Well, like you said, I'm inside of this engine block.
Yeah, okay, so yes, your legs are. The rest of your body are like a weed that's going to go whipping around depending on how this vehicle goes.
All right.
You're one of the tall boys in front of a
Yeah,
car
because
dealership.
Cyberpunk 2020 is already like, here's the reason why you can't have 500 pounds of cybernetic arms, because your legs would snap in the process. Like,
Just maintain 3 points of contact and you're fine.
he's got 2 so far.
Yeah, the next one will be the rifle that I stick down this guy's throat. Okay, so will you allow me to say that the guys hanging on the side have no way of arming themselves at this point?
No, I wouldn't. So they are in a difficult position, but they already had their SMGs and or rifles out. You know, they had all they have to do is let go, jump off the vehicle, and shoot.
Okay, sure. I'd believe it. All right then.
I mean, that was the point, right? They're gonna break into this combat and start killing people immediately. You know, they need to tactically deploy.
Can I identify any frag grenades, explosives on these people at all?
Ooh, that's an excellent question. All right, so the two guys inside the car, in the back seat, are like the heavy weapons specialist.
Okay, so it's like a cab with 2 dimensions. Okay, because
it's also an SUV, and the guys in the back seat are the ones with like squad automatic rifles and grenades and weapons like that. Long rifles. The guys on the outside are the kind of guys that when they jump off, they're going to be able to fight immediately.
Am I gonna Deadpool inside this car? Like, what's happening here?
I don't know. What are you
gonna know
do?
when to hold them?
When to fold them? Yeah. I wore the brown pants today, boys.
Did you? Okay.
Smart choice.
Okay, so
Roll for effort.
I would like to. Like, where are the grenades on this person? He's got a bandolier. Like, what has he got?
I feel like he's got like the back right seat guy has like 2 grenades on like a quick release area somewhere on his chest. So you can just like pick one off, pull the pin.
It's got like webbing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, and so what is the likelihood that I would be able to either shoot the grenade or somehow reach in through the side window? And
I'm gonna have to ask. Can you shoot a grenade and still set it off? I do not know.
It's highly unlikely.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I know that they have to be primed essentially.
Yeah, they have a few. When you pull the ring out and then let the paddle go, that starts to fuse inside, and the fusion explodes. But so there is an explosive in there, but the chance of actually getting through what is effectively a metal shell to hit that fusion in such a way you'd ignite it is so minimal.
But we're playing a tabletop role-playing game,
round.
so it would just be a 25 to hit.
What is my rifle skill? Let's take a look.
As you know, the more bullets you fire, the more accurate you are.
Does it get any extra points for being lodged in the hood of the car?
No, he doesn't.
Well,
He's lucky he doesn't get massive negatives for suddenly being imparted with a huge amount of momentum.
By the way, what is the skill check I need to make in order to pull myself free from this car?
I feel like you could just do that, but I mean, the instant you do that, I'm gonna have you make a stay standing on the roof roll. You know what I mean? Like you don't even have to pull yourself free, right? You can just retract the spikes on your foot with a command in your brain. But then you're gonna be like, whoa!
Because the one thing that I would like to do after I pull the pin is jump to the second car.
Oh, of course it is Super Mario.
I just don't understand why I'd be doing a Dave impression when he does that.
Okay.
No, the Dave impression is whoa!
Yeah.
Watch Arthur Perkins be like, okay, now make a demolitions check to pull the pin on this guy's grenade. And I'll be like, motherfucker. All right, yeah, I'm just gonna full auto into this car.
Okay, well let me present the alternative. You wanted to like climb over the roof, reach into the car, and grab the pin out. So there's several things stopping you from doing that. Like the windows are up, and there are people physically draped over those windows. Because the guy you're looking for is in the back seat. So I mean, you'd have to get over the car. You'd have to be like, I need to put you on the top layer. You'd have to be like here. Right, to get to the guy beneath it, and you have to force this guy away from the window, break the window, get to this guy, pull the pin, and then leap off. There's a lot going on there. It's not impossible, but there's many moving parts.
Yeah, that's why I want to just full auto into the cab and see if I can.
You will be caught in the explosion in the process of this when you shoot the grenade.
That is a very good point.
Well, look, if I didn't tell you that, you'd be really mad when I asked you for that later.
There is some incidental armor between the grenade and you in the form of the other guys.
Correct. You have cover.
Grenades are really fucking lethal in this game, though. So
that's questionable. You've got pretty good armor.
It's like, yeah. Yeah.
You do have experience grabbing onto trees from just a couple seconds ago, so you know.
All right. First, how about this, Arthur? What I would like to do is, first, I would like to. This is sort of like a movement thing, right? My eventual goal is to end up. Wait, hang on, I got the wrong thing.
Yeah, I know. You want to jump on the hood of the next car. Yeah.
Yeah, but as I'm doing that, I would like to gun down into the cab as I run along it. Is that possible?
I will ask you for the following things. You will make your movement. Then I would like you to make an athletics at -3 to jump to the next car, which will be at an 18. And then I would like you to make your shooting roll at a -6 to recognize that you will be out of the grenade's range while you're jumping in midair.
I'll accept those terms.
Very well.
These are acceptable terms. What is the athletics check that I need to make?
18.
It's it's
and that's
athletics?
that you have a -3 to the roll, and you need to hit an 18.
Okay, so athletics at -3, then rifle at -6. Yes.
Yes, and the rifle needs to hit a 25.
Isn't isn't that based on like how close you are to the target when you shoot?
You are attempting to hit. Well, you know what? I'll buy that. I'll look up what it takes to shoot a very small target.
It would be within the 10-meter radius of the rifle. So, in this case, it would be.
That's not how it works because you're not in point blank personal combat with them. So at the very least, you're starting at a 15, and then there are modifiers for the speed at which you're moving, the size of the target you're shooting.
Yeah, so it's like it's -2 for movement, and then I believe it's if I'm not technically aiming at anything, but I understand what you're saying. I'm trying to hit the grenade, right? So
yes, you
could add then that would be a -4 because that's normally what it is for an aim shot. So like when you try and hit a head or something like that.
Let me think about it. Let's see if you even make it off the car first.
All right, so athletics.
Tiny target is -6, by the way. So.
Oh, it is interesting.
Yeah, it's very small.
I was close. So, all right, I will put 2 luck into the athletics check here, Arthur.
Sure. You'll probably need it.
Oof.
Based.
That's a bad roll. Based? Bitch, please. I don't like this roll at all.
Like, roll another D10. It's gonna get worse. You know how it goes.
What is it? Actually, I don't remember. Is it high or low that I want to hit on this?
Oh, you want to hit low, man. You want to roll as low as possible. Oh, shit. Hey, man, this is what happens when you try to be cool guy in Cyberpunk. It never.
You
works out.
land on the other side of the car. Your left leg does not.
Okay.
Yeah. This is what happens when you try to execute a prone unconscious person and you shoot someone in the face. It's the nature of the system.
Okay. You take 5 wounds.
Where?
Nowhere in particular. You just take 5 wounds.
Your pride
to your sheet.
Can this be on a robotic leg?
No, it's not. It's not to armor. You just take 5. Period. End of story.
Oh, 5 injuries?
Yeah, 5 injuries.
Okay.
Yep. And I need you to make a stun roll with -1 as the modifier on the stun.
The stun is automatically set to -1 when you put.
Yes,
5
but
injuries.
you roll it now with -1 on top of what you've already got.
Okay. Well, where's the stun button?
It's upper right hand corner,
Save.
I think.
Save.
Yeah, save. Okay. It you make it to the next car, but you are not standing in the process. You know, you run along the you're rolling around on the roof. There's a U-shaped hole in the fiberglass of the hood. Your hand is on the glass, and there's a dude on the driver's seat just like
Is this like I go butt first into the windshield or something like that?
something like that. You fumble it, but you're still good. All right.
I'm still good.
You need to hit a 15. And you have a -6 and another -6 and a -2. So you have a -14 to this roll. But you only need to hit a 15.
Okay, so I get a +3 from my smart gun.
Automatic. Yeah.
Yep. And
You
I'm
smart
using
gun or cyber in any way?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
Okay.
smart gun is +3, and then I got the cyber eye, which is
Plus
no,
one.
it's +2.
I think it's 2 and 1 for the smart
and
gun
one.
link
Yeah,
and the
2 and
eye
1.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
Then
a
you get
+3 in total,
automatic
yeah.
if you're firing blazing. Okay, so how many bullets are you firing?
I can do 30, so
That's
let's
another
go for
+3.
Okay, yeah, let's just do 30. If
Okay,
I can take
so
out one whole car, I think I'll be pretty good.
You
so.
you offset 6, so you're back to -8.
I thought you said it was 12 that was negative.
-14.
-14.
I think
okay,
12.
so. You said 6 and 6, so
All right, that
6,
sounds
6,
right.
and 2.
All right, so you're back to. I'm gonna confuse myself. -12. Yeah. Okay. I think it was 6, 6, and 2. That sounds right to me. You're back to -8, and you need hit at 15. Good luck.
okay.
Sir, I hope you succeed. This will be one of the coolest things you've done.
-8, you said, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie. Ooh, that was close.
Oh.
Close.
You fire off a series of rounds into the vehicle as you're going over it. You land, your gun is going wild everywhere. You don't hit anything. I think you probably hit several people in the process, but with like glancing blows. At this point, everyone that's in your car suddenly hears the sound of automatic gunfire. Quite close. Wolfgang Roth, is there anything else you want to do?
Can I stand and reload?
Yeah, I think you got enough movement to do that.
Excellent. I will do that.
Okay.
'Cause I
Like,
can't
you're
make any
standing
more
on top
attacks,
of a
right? So-
vehicle now. Great.
Yeah, standing on top of reload, I get my ass print is in the windshield. I stand
Yeah.
up and the magazine drops out. I just casually.
Yeah, don't worry. You will be rolling to stay standing at the beginning of your next turn. Once this vehicle probably goes out of control.
Get one of those fancy reloads from Warzone, just like flip.
I'm already on my ass, so technically all I do is just like jam the gun into my side, and the magazine's already in there. Yeah.
Coltan.
I've already seen Biscuit loading up his gun, so I'm gonna.
Biscuit. Forgot about that.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
There's very few things I remember over the past month, but I remember the nicknames I give people. But I'm gonna have like hand on the door latch to get ready to like throw it open with my forearm when we are stopped, or at least slow enough to exit.
Okay.
And then in like other arm would be like rifle ready to go.
You brought a rifle to this guy's place?
Yeah.
No,
I don't think you did.
the
I don't think
security
anybody
guard-
brought much
they wouldn't-
weapons.
The
Yeah.
security guard gave you a gun, gave you a handgun
Yes.
because the mooks
Did I
wouldn't
not
let
bring
you
my-
in with the rifle.
No.
Everybody did. That's why I have the rifle for Bishop.
All right, then I just have the handgun that I don't have skills to fire.
I think one of you there was someone who left guns at the front door.
That's what I
honestly don't
thought we
remember.
did. That's what I like. Because we were going under the guise of.
Oh wait, that actually might be what happened, because then the guy was like, "Here you go, bro. Here's a little treat for you," and he like slides you.
Yeah, because I gave him my rifle and he gave me a pistol
but
on
that
the
was
down low.
that was the doorman at the hotel.
No, I'm pretty sure it was this dude.
Was
When
that
we
the
went to
doorman
go
at the
to-
hotel or like out here?
It was the doorman at the hotel who gave you a pistol.
Okay, because I remember because we were under the guise of Pascal's bodyguards, so it wouldn't
Right.
make sense for us to go in weaponless.
Right, but you weren't allowed to bring long guns.
Like, yeah, okay. Well, I'll just have my thing. What is handguns a special skill?
yes,
It is, yeah,
Yep.
just like rifle is.
Oh,
That's based on reflex.
shit. Oh, fuck.
Are you rolling how many people get fucked up from the car crashing or something?
If I look over at this, you have a security dude with us, right?
Yes.
Does he have a rifle on him, or is he
He
Pistol
has
as
a
well.
rifle.
I'm gonna ask him for his rifle. Tradesies.
I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a rifle today.
Yeah.
Okay, these guys are all dead, or as close to it as they can be. They slide
Which guys?
90 miles an hour into the forest while the vehicle is rolling. The guys on the
Wounds?
outside are 100% total goners. You know, their grip is just like there. They keep moving. The car has stopped. They hit a
5
forest
wounds.
and each other.
I'll take that.
The guys inside, only the driver has a seatbelt on because they're all supposed to be getting out of the vehicle quickly. So yeah, the hood of the car now has people flying out over it. It is definitely like an early 2000s wear your seatbelt dummy mannequin thing, except with real people with guns and grenades flying all over the forest. It's bad. I don't want to give much more imagery than that because it's really awful.
Yeah, it's a PSA video.
You know what the worst part is, right? The kill feed shows like death by suicide up there rather than death by Wolfgang. So
Yeah.
Well, Wolfgang, you have really bad problems as well. These guys go 40 feet into the trees.
So many
They
friggin' assists,
go in
man.
there, and you're in front of them, and you are at the point of impact.
wait, so why did these guys crash? I didn't fuck up their engine.
You landed on the front of their car, and they failed their control roll for their car. It really wasn't that. It wasn't super difficult, but apparently they just suck really badly at driving.
Wow. Guys, remember how I said get driving? It'll be useful.
Okay, so the speed of this vehicle is 45 divided by 20, so that's rounded down is 2d6 is the amount of damage, but then you have the weight modifier for it being a truck, so it's 2d6, and then the damage will be times by 4. Okay, so you take 28 points of damage, Wolfgang, as you slam into a tree. Everyone around you in that car is also slammed into things, including the driver who strains against his seatbelt. They are all basically dead.
Is there anything that I can do to minimize the damage that gets done to me here? I did stand up, and I was aware of what's happening.
You ended standing up on the hood of a moving vehicle. What do you want from me?
Dodge escape.
Dodge escape.
I
athletics check,
will let
something
you
along those
half
lines.
the damage if you can hit a dodge escape of 20.
Okay, can I use Taekwondo dodge?
You know what? I'm in a pretty wuxia state of mind. I'll allow it.
Or
But
would
I
you
want a
prefer
description about the martial arts move you used to launch off of the car in the process.
Now, also,
And when you
would
succeed,
you-
if you succeed, you're still going to take 14.
Okay.
Okay.
The other thing is here.
Just a front flip? I don't know that.
Yeah, do the hero landing. Yeah. So let me ask you this: I literally have, a lot of tech for grafted muscles. I have like strong bones. I have all of this shit in here specifically to enable me to do a lot of this sort of stuff without hurting myself.
Okay, you know what? I'll tell you what. The thing for failing a like athletics reflex thing just says you take damage, but for this it says it goes to your armor. So I would allow wherever this hits at your armor rating.
Okay, I'm just trying to find what I actually have. Okay, so I have skin weave, I have muscle bone lace.
Oh, sorry, it says occupants take 1/2 this die amount. Okay, all right. So if you succeed, you take 7. If you fail, you take 14. So that's a lot more survivable.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Make your roll.
I
mean, 7
so-
probably won't hurt you anywhere it hits you at.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You said 7 damage.
Yep.
I'll still make the jump because basically I want to jump off and try and
Yeah,
grab onto a tree or something.
That
like
would be good to not have a car on between you and anywhere else.
All right. So would you allow me to make an athletics check to jump with my special jump?
I mean, you can make a Taekwondo dodge roll, I think is what we agreed on. You got to dodge escape out of this.
Mm-hmm. I'll accept that.
Okay.
22.
Okay. Yeah. Now describe what it looks like.
It's probably like one of those things where I see a tree going past me or something like that, and it's like I basically just like I don't know, how would I maybe like jump backwards and pin myself into the tree branch that's going by or something. I don't know.
All right, so
something about jumping into a tree.
Oh,
yeah, most
oops!
likely.
I messed that up really badly. What the heck did I just do? I think I just made it so I can't see the roll 20 anymore. What the hell? What?
We can see the roll 20 on stream.
Yeah. No, I mean I can't get back to the dice thing. I popped it out and then I deleted it and now I can't get to it. All right. I'm gonna have to use dark powers.
Typing.
Oh, reload the Chrome.
Yeah.
tab.
So you yeah, I am gonna reload the Chrome. You take the damage to your chest, which probably 7 damage to your chest is not gonna hurt you that much.
No, I have 21.
But you slam hard. I'd like you to make a stun save.
I'll accept that. Yeah. Okay. Oof.
Okay, you're out of it.
Wind knocked out of me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You slam hard against a tree.
Just, like, hanging onto it like.
The trees around you, not the other guys are not doing so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad.
Where would you put me, out of curiosity?
I'm right where you are.
Right where I am, just
Yes.
like in a tree. How high up? We're talking like 12 meters, something like that.
No. You don't hit the tree and suddenly you are against a tree that is not the car pinning you to a tree. You're just on a nearby tree.
Okay. I'll accept that.
At like regular ground height, you just hit it and you're like, oof, and you fall to the ground. You know.
Haven't you seen like those photographs after a car accident where like a car slipped a gutter and somehow got into like the second level of a building and like no one knows how it got up there, or it's like hanging in power lines or something?
Could a power line hold a car? I don't think the wire has that kind of tensile strength, does it? Jesus.
Good.
Oh my God. You'd have all kinds of electronics
ones in a little car.
Well, okay. Wait, you did it? Crazy, Glimo. You're crazy.
No, I didn't, but...
Oh. You've seen it. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So these guys don't need to make a control roll and are continuing at full speed on the mission.
Did the security guy give me his rifle? Tradesies?
Oh, I feel like you can... you know what? We were doing that. I feel like you can make a roll for that.
Can you give him a bonus because he just witnessed like 2 cars wiping out?
Well, that doesn't happen until after his turn.
Okay.
By
the way, guys,
yeah. How do you want to approach
halfway
this
done.
guy to get him to give you the rifle?
I'll point to his rifle and be like, I know how to use that. I don't know how to use this. And shake the pistol like, trade.
Okay. So I feel like that's kind of persuasion-y. I would also...
Did you hear about that guy who started off with a free phone and then he got all the way up to a Porsche?
Yes.
This is your Porsche.
Yeah. Well, it was a guy that like started out with a phone and then traded his way up to a Tesla. He was trying to get a Tesla from Elon Musk, but he got a Tesla from one of his buddies or something.
Okay.
I don't want to influence you here, Arthur, but if I as a professional bodyguard was bodyguarding someone and I had a rifle and they put out a pistol and said, I don't know how to use this, can you use this and give me a rifle? I would say no. Just so you know.
I agree with that, James. But the thing about tabletop role-playing games is that you guys are the protagonists. And sometimes you get to do things that don't physically make sense, like surviving a car accident on the roof of the car.
I mean, I've only got a 1 in fast talk, so there's a really good chance he's
fast
not
talk
gonna
and
care.
persuasion of 20, so good luck.
There's a really good chance he's not going to care.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh my god. It can get worse from here. Please roll another d10.
I didn't realize how
You blew it
beautiful of a
royally.
man you were.
Not only didn't you convince them, but they are actually violently opposed to anything you want to do. Please roll 1d10.
Again?
Oh yeah. Oh my god. They attempt to do you physical harm. All right. So you're like, give the rifle.
him.
This guy's like, no. And then he's gonna rifle butt you in the face at the end of the round.
From the front
Yeah,
seat
yeah,
to the
no,
back
yeah,
seat?
that's what he's like. He's like, sir, calm down. Bam.
If he tries that, I'm going to shoot him in the back of the head.
Well, we'll get to that at the end of the round, I
Nice.
suppose. Your next action will probably be to shoot him in the head.
Roll.
You know what we need here
1d10
is
to see
another
who's
group.
got
We need another group of antagonists. That's what we need in this fight.
roll 1d10 to see who's got a seatbelt on. Yeah.
It's Pulp Fiction. I did it by accident.
Oh damn, he drifted. Holy shit.
Can I say that looked awesome, Arthur, on my screen because you can see like all the lines for every guy.
Yeah.
They totally drifted on my screen. That's what it looked like.
Okay. Yeah, these guys are moving forward. They are not dead. You can see that several of them are planning to detach. This vehicle is maintaining its speed, but the guys in the back are planning to detach to either engage your vehicle. Actually, they don't even know that anything's wrong with your vehicle yet. They're going to stop to check on these guys here and try to figure out if anybody can be salvaged.
Salvaged. Oh, look, his eye unit is still available.
I mean, like, hey, get up. We have to go overthrow the mafia. Pascal.
This is the true version of Fast and Depressed.
So these guys actually weren't here to attack us, were they? They were just on the way
No,
there.
they were here to stop the Elcanos. Or, sorry, they're the Elcanos, and they're here to overthrow the mafia. Yeah.
No worries.
Pascal, things are going poorly rather quickly. You don't have the fucking idea what's happening because you're on the wrong side of the car to see what's up. All you know is there is a massive car accident in front of you, and Bishop seems intent on getting involved.
Bishop pulled his rifle out, so Pascal will follow suit and pull out his Colt and plug the cyber plugs in.
Okay. Marcus Bishop, I guess we'll give you the last. Oh no, we got to do your NPCs. So these guys are going to go 15 meters forward and stop at the end of it. So he slows to a stop right here. And then
You
the guy.
gentlemen need some help.
I mean, they see dudes hanging off the side of the vehicle with weapons. They definitely know something is wrong. They just don't know who the bad guys are. So let's see here. He wants to hit you in the face. Eyes a brawling of 5. Okay, so.
Aim shot -4.
Yep, that's true.
And he's trying to do it from behind. He's in the front of a car.
No. So it's one of those cars that are like a stretch limo type thing. Like the seats face each other.
Isn't he in the front?
He's in the front facing towards you, and you're in the back facing towards him. He's not in the front seat. He's in the back with you. He's the security guy, not the driver. You definitely don't want the driver hitting you in the face with a rifle. You have way more problems than... so do you have any martial arts or dodge evade skill that you can use to defend yourself?
Dodge escape.
Okay. You will want to roll in opposition to this then.
I would like to parry his rifle butt to the face, please.
Plus
DM.
5 minus 4.
Ooh,
My boy. My precious
gives you
boy,
the
what have
rifle
they
by
done to you?
mistake.
He's good.
Throws it petulantly at my chest.
You still need to make your dodge escape. Because who knows? You could get experience for it. By that I mean you definitely will get experience for it. Yeah. Alright, so here's what happens. The guy goes to hit you and doesn't realize his seatbelt's still on. He's like, ah! He pulls out a combat knife and
Child lock or like
slices himself out of the seat and it looks at all of you and says, "Stay here!" As he kicks the door open dramatically and gets out with his rifle and begins pointing it in every which direction, goes, "Stop!" in Filipino, which only Pascal can understand. Marcus Bishop, I'm going to give you the last action before the break, just because I need to build up that cliffhanger.
Okay, so our car is stopped. Yes.
Correct, and the door on your side is open.
Can I get out of the car then?
Yeah.
Great. I will step out of the car. I will take an aim shot at the driver of the still moving vehicle.
Perfect.
Read straight into your car, killing all the conveyors.
It's a possibility. It's a possibility.
Man, cars are lethal as fuck in this game, guys.
Cars are lethal as fuck.
Lethal as fuck in reality,
yeah. Let me
You
get
have
the
a
rules.
cyber gorilla? Nah, run it over with a car.
So you just want to hit him. You're not like looking to hit any particular part of him.
Well, I mean, I'm guessing I'm aiming for the part I can see, which is the body.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
head, so.
I mean, so if you hit, you'll re-roll until you get an option that makes sense. But
Okay, no worries.
I'd say you could hit him anywhere, right? Because the car body is literally one level of armor. So
Yeah.
you're going to shoot through whatever you're looking at. So the
I'm
thing
pretty
is,
sure-
the target is
I'm pretty
moving fast
sure-
enough that you get a -3 to this.
Okay,
Arthur,
no
I'm
worries.
very sure that there is a SP value for engine block in this system.
I mean, this
Almost
vehicle is
certain.
rated with a SDP of 1. So
But the engine block has cover for a stopping bullet.
If this is a flat nose like panel van sort of thing, then the engine's beneath the driver anyway.
it's a SUV.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah, it's not an armored
Okay.
car body.
All right, so
It does say engine block has an SP of 35. So yeah. All right, you're gonna want to make an aim shot at like body, arms, or head.
okay.
Choose your favorite.
So I'll do an aim shot at head then. So it's -4
Okay.
for the aim location, -3 for his speed. Yep. +3 for my smart link.
Okay.
And what's the
15.
difficulty at this range? 15. All right. So it'll be a total of -4.
Okay.
I will do the. I think if this gun actually kind of has a great rate of fire.
Do you have a smart leak gun?
I do. Yeah, I paid to get this one smart linked with the plates as well when I got it.
No, the only reason I say that is because did we bring all the good guns with us to this place?
I had a bag of spare guns and I had some of them shipped here,
Yes.
and I had 2 of them upgraded to smart links on the rifle and the handgun upgraded to plated smart links.
But so what's the extra rifle that I have then?
That's my rifle.
Okay.
My
I'm
spare
using
rifle.
handgun. Oh, okay, you're using
Yep.
handgun. Okay. Yep.
You hit him.
Yep.
Yep. Roll
Okay.
damage. You almost certainly
Alright.
kill him, but
Okay.
Just in
This one
case.
is not. I've not loaded this with armor piercing, by the way, so it's standard.
that's
standard
okay.
rounds.
He doesn't have any head defense. He's driving.
Well, what's an SP value of a bandana?
How cool is it?
It's not
it
very cool.
Kevlar?
It's about to be covered in blood and brains, probably.
Is it a red one?
Oh boy.
Damn.
Okay. Yeah, you kill him instantly. He's just dead. I mean, that's 42 points of damage. So. Yeah. All right. You kill the driver. I'm at the end of the round. I'm gonna make a out of control check for this vehicle until it hits something every round. So.
Bye, gentlemen.
I love the idea that like everybody else is freaking out. Like Colton's about to get punched in the face. Bishop just steps out, and just like.
I mean, I don't know how much faith I have in this security guard if he can't even handle a seatbelt.
I was going for the the film Red, where Bruce Willis steps out of the car as it's spinning while shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna make that reference, but it was to the Indian. What's the style? The Indian movies that they do.
Bollywood.
Bollywood, yeah, that's right, yeah.
Like the Bollywood action movies where the guy like steps out of the car and then like shoots a couple of guys and step back into the car when it spins back around and then drives off.
Well, we've been waiting like a month and a half for this encounter. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have to shoot so many bullets, and literally no one is gonna get a chance to shoot on my side because they'll all be dead before they can detach.
I don't know. I mean, you could have shot with a security guy, but you didn't. So.
You know, I didn't think shooting my charge would be a very good idea. But trying to silence a Riley passenger as a angry mafioso, that makes sense. All right, look, we'll be back from the break for the third of this show. And who knows what could happen. Cars could continue to go out of control. Dave could continue to slam into trees at speeds that are unsafe for humans. We never know what's going to happen next. Stick around.
How many ones will we roll?
Well, enough to amuse me.
Yeah.